All right, so this is going to be part 3 of the, I guess you could say, or maybe part 4 actually, of the advanced thumb pulling and basically like the facial stuff. What you can do for your face to improve your face. So there's a little bit of detail here. Actually, there's a lot of detail, and I forgot to cover some of this in the first 2 videos, but I'll be covering the stuff that I remember, and then if I there's so much stuff that I can't. When I remember it, then I'll just cover it as I remember it. Okay, anyways, let's get to it. So, what am I talking about? There's a couple things that I think you can do in order to improve. Like I said before, if you haven't checked out my previous videos, then go check them out. I'll show they're in the bone remodeling playlist. Okay, everything in the bone remodeling playlist, go watch that. Once again, all of that's found under the homepage, and if you're interested in all the details behind everything I say, it's all found under my homepage under all the playlists. All right. Let's get to it. Oh yeah, so there's a couple things. First off, when it comes to the teeth actually shifting, you might not be able to shift them that easily. It depends on your teeth. Now, if you see my teeth, these bottom ones right here are just a little bit crowded. Now, you might say, that's not that big of a deal, right? Well, it actually is. And the reason it's a big deal is because if there's calculus there, if there's calculus buildup, and the calculus buildup actually bridges the teeth together, meaning that it prevents them from moving that easily, then yeah, you can probably see where I'm going here. Okay, so how do you stop this, right? How do you prevent this, and how do you basically make sure that your teeth are shifting, because you want your teeth to shift because you want your face to change? Well, this sort of sucks, but to do this, you're gonna have to go to a dentist. I'm gonna keep it really short, okay? You're gonna have to go to a dentist, and you're gonna have to ask them for very specific for a very specific procedure. You're not asking for a full teeth cleaning. I mean, you can get one, I guess, but I wouldn't recommend it. What you're asking for is you're just asking specifically for calculus removal. Calculus removal on the front and the back of the bottom incisors, I think is what it's called. So at least that's my case anyways. But other people, for instance, they might have calculus buildup, but instead of it being here, because that's where my crowding is a little bit, it might be instead on their front teeth, the top front, or maybe the sides, or that's the whole point, right? So what you're looking to do is you're making sure that if there is any calculus buildup, you want the calculus buildup that's bridging those teeth to be completely removed. So that's one. Two, the second one is actually probably way more important, I would say. Yeah, I would probably say it's more important. Okay, so I talked about stagnancy before, and face stagnancy, and you might say what are you talking about, face stagnancy? If you don't know, go check out my previous video. I talked a little bit about that, but I think face stagnancy actually might be able to be changed. Now that sounds pretty crazy, but I do think it's possible. Now, what do I mean? What's face stagnancy? What do I mean? What are you talking about? So what I mean is, I think there is a stagnant and a non-stagnant part of your face, and you can sort of see it when you're thumb pulling, or you can notice it when you're thumb pulling. But in this case, you can actually change that, I think. And this is where, oddly enough, I didn't expect this to come into play. But I guess here we are. How you chew your food. Now, you might say, okay, well, you just chew your food, right? Chewing and swallowing. Just like you said in your mewing video, right? Which, if you don't know, once again, all of that's in the already found in the bone remodeling playlist. So go check that out. So you might say, well, it's just regular chewing and swallowing, right? No, actually, oddly enough, swallowing correctly, yes, that's important. But also, if you want to incentivize this, I guess you could say, suture splitting and splitting of the suture even faster, I think that it actually could be possible if you change the stagnancy of your face. Now, how do you change that stagnancy? I think it actually comes down to chewing, and specifically what you're chewing, also what you're chewing and what teeth you're using to chew. So I don't know if you've ever seen before, but just as an example, like if you've ever seen these raw meat eaters, right? These people who eat meat raw, they actually use their front incisors very often, very, very often, in fact. And the reason they do, and they have to, is because they basically are using their hands and they're tearing the meat like that, basically. That's, I think, actually one important part. Now, the second part that I think when it comes to basically this incentivizing the suture splitting is using these front 4 teeth. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are your incisors, and then your canines. I think everybody knows what canines are. Yeah, so those are your canines. Now you want to be using those, and you want to be chewing with those actually often, and you want to be using that more and more often. And the more often you use this, I think, the more you can incentivize this forward growth. So that's pretty important. I think that's about it. If I have anything else that I forgot, I'll make sure I'll make another video and I'll cover it. Once again, all of my content is always going to be free. The only thing that I will do with my content is I will only time gate it. I will never make you pay for content, okay? Like if you want to see all of my videos, all you have to do is wait, honestly. I will teach everything. I don't plan on selling a course. If I do ever sell a course, it'll be because you guys ask for it and you guys want it. But otherwise, I don't really plan on it, honestly. So yeah. By the way, these results that I have, they should be more apparent in about 3 months, because I started this 3 months ago, and the results usually take about 6 months from what I'm aware of. These results will become more apparent in about 3 months to 3-ish years. I'd say 2 years and 9 months, I guess in this case. We'll subtract 3 from both sides, right? So yeah, you'll see my results most likely being very, very apparent in about 3 months to 2 months and 2 years and 9 months. So yeah. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you want to join a community, my community, then please go join my Discord down below. Link in the description. Go join it. You can ask me questions. You can whatever. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. And if you have any content requests and you want me to review any content, once again, in the Discord description down below. So go join it. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Really does help the channel grow. And if you're interested in seeing all my videos ahead of time, once again, go click the join button down below. Yep. I think that'll be it. I'll see you guys in the next one.